What really happened in Hollywood's most tense court case when everyone was away? The world was riveted by Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard's shocking claims, dramatic courtroom scenes, and shocking turns. How, though, did this high-stakes battle really happen? What secrets were revealed that shocked everyone? Stay with us as we talk about the court case that shook Hollywood to its core. Did you miss the most important details? Today marks the continuation of Johnny Depp's libel trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard, with rumors circulating that supermodel Kate Moss may be asked to testify. The movie star, who is suing Heard for allegedly being the victim of domestic abuse in a newspaper piece she authored, took the stand for 4 days to make his case that he was the one who was abused in the relationship. At the Fairfax County Circuit Court in Virginia, Depp's security guards, talent agent, and psychologists have all testified as witnesses on his behalf. Heard started to hit back with her side of the story at the beginning of May and has now completed her own testimony. The New York Post said that after Depp's finger was cut in a fight on March 7, 2015, the jurors were given messages and reminders that he had written in blood. While they were residing on an Australian island and filming the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean film, he said Heard hurled a bottle of vodka at him. "It was all getting too ridiculous," he told the court. Depp claimed he began to write in my own blood on the walls because he thought he was having a nervous breakdown. According to The Guardian, the jury heard an audio clip on which Depp seemed to threaten Heard with violence if their disagreements got out of hand. "My next move should I choose to walk away. Like it was on the island, it's going to be a carnage," Depp stated in the audio. Additionally, the actor was heard yelling, "Shut up," in response to Heard's advice to put your cigarettes out on someone else. "You have to pay for what you do." A forensic and clinical psychologist hired by Depp stated that Heard had grossly exaggerated symptoms of PTSD in addition to histrionic and borderline personality disorders. Dr. Shannon Curry testified in court that Depp's legal team approached her to see whether there was any proof of intimate partner violence in the relationship. She was then requested to finish a psychological evaluation of the actress. On a beach, actor Johnny Depp reportedly passed out in front of his son while intoxicated, according to Metro. In 2013, Tara Roberts, a manager on Johnny Depp's private island in the Bahamas, gave testimony about how she saw Depp collapse face down in the sand. According to her, he slept off in a hammock, and the hammock tipped over in front of Jack, his kid. Expert psychologist Dr. Dawn Hughes testified for the defense as the first witness. She claimed that Heard developed PTSD as a result of Depp abusing her physically and sexually. According to Sky News, the proceedings took a darker turn when Hughes detailed in detail the alleged abuse that had been told to her over the course of the 29 hours that she had been assessing Heard. Hughes thought that Depp's obsessive jealousy was the cause of the violence. According to Sky, he demanded that she refrain from having nude scenes, criticize her ambition, and accuse the actress of having affairs with co-stars like James Franco and Billy Bob Thornton. The court was informed that he would also contact her directors or fellow actors to inform them that he had eyes on the set. Heard said Depp hit and abused her many times, her testimony often turning graphic, according to CBS News after she took the stand for 2 days earlier this month. She also talked about how their relationship developed and how they first met. While calling Depp the love of my life, she also added that he was this other thing awful, and especially when it came to drinking and drug use. She said that although he would sometimes get clean and sober, he would eventually fall off the wagon once more. She testified in court that he had threatened to kill her during a family vacation on a yacht because he believed she had informed his kids he was a drunk. She claimed that in another instance, Depp cavity searched her because he believed she was concealing his cocaine. Though initially claiming to have done so under oath, Heard later acknowledged that she had not given her $7 million divorce settlement to the American Civil Liberties Union or a children's hospital in Los Angeles. She stated that she intended to keep her word and that she could have paid the money if Depp hadn't sued her. Heard reportedly provided a lengthy explanation of their dog booze bowl movements in an effort to deny that she or one of her friends defecated in their bed following the fight on the night of her birthday, according to Vanity Fair during a long block of questioning. The magazine clarified, "This has become one of the focal points in a sprawling case of alleged mutual abuse." Heard has claimed that in May 2016, while at their mansion in Los Angeles, Depp threw a phone in her face. The jury saw pictures of her face after the incident, which showed a red mark on her cheek and a bruise near her eye, taken from different angles and lighting, according to the Washington Post. Late reversal on Depp's testimony. On Monday, it became evident that Heard's lawyers had intended to bring Depp back to the stand for additional questioning, but had abruptly modified their plans. Her attorneys brought in an orthopedic surgeon with expertise in hand procedures that same day. According to Dr. Richard Moore's testimony, Depp's assertion that Heard hit his hand with a glass bottle was inconsistent with the injuries he received to his finger following an event in Australia. In his testimony, Dr. David Spiegel, a psychiatrist with expertise in intimate partner violence, stated that Depp exhibited behaviors typical of someone who engages in intimate partner violence. Spiegel, Depp's attorneys, countered, had not examined Depp in real life. In the meantime, a witness from the entertainment business claimed that Heard might have lost up to $50 million in income as a result of the disparaging remarks made by Depp and his lawyer. After the couple's high-profile breakup in 2016, Katherine Arnold utilized the example of comparable actors to calculate what Heard's career trajectory may have been in the absence of the disparaging remarks made by Depp and his lawyer Adam Waldman. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Depp and Heard started dating in 2011 during the filming of The Rum Diary. After getting married in 2015, Heard sued for divorce and got a temporary restraining order against Depp within 15 months, claiming that he had hit her. Heard claimed to have suffered excessive emotional, verbal, and physical abuse from her ex-husband, including having his cell phone hurled extremely forcefully in her face in an interview with Associated Press at the time. Depp refuted the mistreatment. However, the couple released a joint statement before the restraining order trial could start, stating, "Our relationship was intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love. No one has leveled unfounded allegations in order to obtain money. No malicious intent, either physical or psychological, ever existed." In the ensuing divorce processes, Heard secured a $7 million settlement, which she promised to contribute to the American Civil Liberties Union. However, according to the BBC, Depp's team now disputes that the money was actually donated. Then in 2018, Depp filed a libel suit against the Sun tabloid after one of their articles called him a wife-beater. The British judge who presided over the trial finally declared that the great majority of Heard's allegations of abuse were provable to the civil standard, meaning that the abuse was more likely than not to have occurred, as the broadcaster put it. This meant that Heard's case was ultimately lost. The actor stated that he was forced to stand down from the Fantastic Beasts spin-off Harry Potter, The Secrets of Dumbledore, after losing the case. Mads Mikkelsen then took over as Gellert Grindelwald. According to Sky News, the actor's options for new movies seem to have dried up. His last movie, Minamata, was released in 2020. The most recent case. Heard wrote an opinion piece for The Washington Post in December 2018, during the height of the #MeToo movement, calling out societal norms that prop up domestic abusers and knock down their victims, according to The Hollywood Reporter. She reiterated in the piece what she had said 2 years before about having been abused as a child, but she did not specifically mention Depp. 4 days after the article appeared, Depp lost his big role as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of Caribbean film franchise. 2 months later, he sued Heard for $50 million, claiming she had defamed him by calling herself a survivor of domestic abuse. Heard has counterclaimed for $100 million, claiming that Depp coordinated a campaign aimed at smearing her. Subscribe now to stay updated on Hollywood's most shocking scandals and courtroom dramas.